Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our growing community. Every week, we uncover hidden treasures, fascinating history, and incredible collectibles that could change your life, or at least your perspective on what's valuable. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming up today. Now, imagine holding in your hand a piece of history that's been quietly resting in the shadows for more than 2 decades. Not just any piece of history, but a coin that has survived the hands of countless collectors, the shifting tides of economies, and the quiet passage of time. Today, we're talking about the 1 cent 2000 coin from South Africa, the version with the old coat of arms that at first glance, you might think, it's just a cent. What's the big deal? But that's the beauty of coins. They often hide stories far bigger than their face value. This coin is a perfect example of that. Its surface carries not just copper and metal, but a narrative of a nation, a snapshot of a moment in time when South Africa was embracing a new millennium, yet holding tightly to symbols of its past. For collectors, the old coat of arms version isn't just another mint mark on a small copper disc. It represents a turning point. Around the year 2000, South Africa was transitioning in its currency designs, and certain coins from this period were minted in limited quantities. That scarcity, when combined with the nostalgia many collectors feel for the old koe, makes it highly desirable. And let's be honest, there's something deeply satisfying about holding a coin that very few people truly understand the value of. This coin may be tiny, but it's a heavyweight in historical and collectible terms. Every scratch, every slight discoloration, every mark tells a story. It's a tactile connection to the past, something tangible that you can hold, unlike the fleeting images we scroll past on our phones every day. For men who appreciate legacy, craftsmanship, and a touch of adventure in their collecting, this coin hits all the right notes. Now, you might be wondering what makes this coin particularly special compared to other 1 cent coins. The secret lies in the details. Look closely at the design. The old coat of arms is intricate and full of meaning. Each symbol was carefully chosen to reflect South Africa's identity at the time. These aren't random images stamped on a metal. They are representations of a nation's pride, challenges, and aspirations. For collectors, coins like this aren't just about monetary value. They're about owning a piece of storytelling, a fragment of history encapsulated in a perfect circle of metal. It's also worth noting that coins from this era are not as common as they once were. Many were spent, lost, or melted down over the years. The ones that survived, especially in pristine condition, are increasingly rare. And rarity is what drives collector demand. There's something thrilling about owning something that so few people have, something that might be overlooked by casual observers, but is highly prized by those in the know. When you think about collecting, it's not just the hunt. It's the anticipation, the excitement of discovering a coin that tells a story you can hold in your hands. That's what makes coins like the 1 cent 2000 so fascinating. It's a small object, but it carries weight far beyond its size. And for men in their 50s, 60s, and beyond, there's an added layer of appreciation, a sense of connection to a time before smartphones, before instant gratification, when collecting and valuing something tangible was a form of meditation, of reflection, of pride. There's also a practical side to this coin. While it might seem like a sentimental or hobbyist piece, coins like this have demonstrated impressive growth in value over time. Collectors know that historical coins, especially those with limited minting and iconic designs, often appreciate steadily. For someone who enjoys watching their collection grow, there's a thrill in knowing that your small, careful investment could one day be worth significantly more. It's a combination of passion, knowledge, and a bit of patience, a recipe that resonates deeply with the discerning collector. And let's not forget the social aspect. Owning a coin like this gives you something to share, to discuss, to pass down. Maybe it sparks conversations at gatherings. Maybe it inspires younger generations to explore the world of collectibles. Or maybe it's simply a point of pride, a tangible token that connects you to history and to others who appreciate its significance. There's a subtle power in that, a quiet sense of accomplishment that comes from understanding value where others might overlook it. Collectors often talk about the thrill of discovery, and it's a real sensation. When you stumble upon a coin like the 1 cent 2000 old Koei, you feel like you've uncovered a secret. It's a connection not just to history, but to the people who crafted it, who used it, who cherished it in small ways before it came into your possession. That sense of discovery is addictive, and it's part of what makes coin collecting such a rewarding hobby for those who stick with it. Even if you're not a collector, there's something inherently fascinating about the story behind this coin. It's a reminder that even the smallest, seemingly insignificant objects can carry enormous meaning. Every curve, every image, every scratch tells a story. It's a lesson in patience, in observation, and in the quiet thrill of uncovering hidden treasures in a world that often values the obvious over the extraordinary. So, what is the value of this coin today? The moment you've been waiting for, the reason many collectors hunt so diligently for the 1 cent 2000 old Koei. This rare piece, in excellent condition, can reach up to a staggering $15.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that might have seemed insignificant when it first came off the mint now holds a potential value that can change lives. It's a testament to the power of rarity, history, and the timeless allure of collectible coins. And that, gentlemen, is the magic of coin collecting. Something small, something seemingly ordinary, can carry extraordinary value if you know what to look for and have the patience to seek it out. The 1 cent 2000 old Koei isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of history, a conversation starter, an investment, and a reminder that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. So, as you consider the coins in your collection, or even those tucked away in drawers and boxes, think about what stories they tell and what potential they hold. History isn't always in books or museums. Sometimes it's right there in your pocket or on your desk, waiting for someone with the right eye and the right timing to recognize its true value. And remember, if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure to do it now. Because every week, we uncover stories like this, hidden gems that could inspire, educate, and maybe even enrich you in ways you never imagined. Don't miss the next treasure. It could be even more remarkable than today's discovery.
Do you ever check your spare change before tossing it into a drawer or jar? What if I told you that one of those tiny coins, one that might look like it's worth absolutely nothing, could actually be worth thousands of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. Let's talk about the 1999 South African 1 center coin, a small copper-plated piece of history that might just make you richer than you think. At first glance, the 1999 1 cent coin from South Africa doesn't look like much. It's small, light, and made mostly of copper-plated steel. Most people would barely notice it, but take a closer look. On one side, you'll find two Cape sparrows sitting gracefully on a branch. A simple, elegant design that reflects the natural beauty of South Africa's wildlife. On the other side, the South African coat of arms, along with the name South Africa, printed in one of the 11 official languages. A unique feature that changes depending on the version of the coin. Now, here's the kicker. Although this coin was mass-produced, very few well-preserved specimens from 1999 have survived in pristine condition. So what makes the 1999 1 cent coin worth more than just, 1 cent? It comes down to a few key factors: rarity and high grade. While millions of these coins were minted, most were used and abused in daily circulation. Finding one in uncirculated or mint state condition is incredibly rare. Collectors are always searching for high-grade examples, and they're willing to pay big for them. Historical relevance. The late 1990s were a pivotal time in South Africa's post-apartheid history. This coin serves as a small but powerful symbol of a transforming nation. For collectors interested in political or cultural history, that adds major appeal. Demand from global collectors. Coin collectors or numismatists all over the world are constantly searching for overlooked gems. As more people learn about the rising value of African coins, demand has grown, and so has the price. Multilingual minting. The name South Africa is inscribed in different languages on different coins. This means there are multiple language variants from the same year, some much rarer than others. If you happen to have one of the less common versions, its value could skyrocket even further. If you're lucky enough to stumble across a 1999 South African 1-cent coin, here's what you need to check. White heavy checkmark condition coins with no scratches, dents, or discoloration are worth the most. White heavy checkmark language variant. Some languages are harder to find and therefore more valuable. White heavy checkmark edge and color. It should be a consistent copper color, with no signs of rust or corrosion. White heavy checkmark authenticity. There are reproductions and fakes out there. If you think you've got the real deal, have it evaluated by a professional coin appraiser. You might be wondering, are people really paying thousands of dollars for this? The answer is yes. On online auction sites, numismatic forums, and even private collector networks, rare coins like this one are fetching serious cash. A verified 1999 1-cent coin in excellent condition has sold for as much as $5,560. That's no typo. A 1-cent piece worth thousands. And the best part? Most people don't even realize it. If you believe you have a valuable 1999 South African 1-cent coin, don't just list it on any random site. Here's what to do. Get it graded. Use a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to have it professionally evaluated. Research the market. Look at recent sales to understand its real value. Use trusted platforms. Sell through established marketplaces or coin dealers who specialize in rare and international coins. Protect your coin. Store it in a coin sleeve or holder to avoid damage during handling. In a world where we're always chasing the next big investment, stocks, crypto, real estate, sometimes the most surprising treasures are hiding right in our pockets. The 1999 South African 1-cent coin may seem like nothing more than a scrap of copper. But under the right conditions, it becomes a collector's prize, a little piece of African history, and a potential gold mine. So the next time you reach into your change jar or check your old coin collection, look closely.